Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, Craig. Good to see you. Hey, Gwen. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It is Friday. Didn't do much today. We were supposed to do a bunch of things, but didn't do much. Got some things done. How about you guys? Getting it done? Supposedly, there's a chance for thunderstorms coming through today, tomorrow, and Sunday with hail, possible hail. I don't know. You look at the radar and it's like 1 minute it's gonna hit us dead on, and the next minute it's nowhere near us. It's crazy. Hey there, about 6 acres. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Shawnee Grows. Good to see you. No worries, Holman's Homestead. Good to see you. Craig said we installed some irrigation in the new fences. Exciting. Very exciting. Gwen got more rain, 2 3/4 inches today and yesterday combined. Eek! Crazy. Rain happened in Minnesota, which gives me a day off from working in the garden. Well, there you go. You got a day off from working in the garden. There's not much for us to do in the garden right now because just waiting on stuff to grow. Take all my rain, please. Send some back in August. I know you guys are getting inundated about 6 acres. We what do you call it? We'll be dry in August, I'm sure, ourselves. All from the water catchment. That's cool, Craig. Yeah. What are you guys harvesting now? I'm curious. We take forever here. We harvested, let's see, rhubarb. That's it. Rhubarb. We're about to harvest chickens. Chickens will be next this week. Shawnee Grows harvested strawberries. Very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. Hey, Lisa Clover, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be off tonight. Go have fun and party on, dude. Craig said no harvesting here, but some rhubarb. Yep. Gwen harvested cucumbers, tomatoes, and a few peppers. That's awesome. I think about 6 acres is harvesting the same thing. Craig said strawberries are coming on. Shawnee Grows said there's always herbs and chives, walking onions. So that's cool. My chives were doing great because they always do awesome. And I usually have chive blossoms by now to have chive blossom vinegar. And the chickens got in and ate them down to the ground. So we're letting them grow up again. About 6 acres said tomatoes, potatoes, cucumbers, herbs, peaches. Your peaches look to die for. Strawberries and a lot more. June is a productive month here. That's awesome. Nothing to see here. That's all right, Rebecca. You can live vicariously through everybody else. You got your tower gardens going, I think, on your deck. Need to check my corn. I may have yours already. That's cool. Happy Heart Gardens grew corn. She grew, I can't remember the varieties, but 2 varieties. And she got corn really early. Craig planted some dwarf lilacs. They blossom all summer. That's cool. Make some lilac simple syrup. I found it to be quite nice. Next year, I'm going to do some lilac jelly. As long as they're not a Persian variety. Persian is toxic. But I did make that lilac syrup, and I really liked it. Yeah, the chickens. Yeah, no, good thing the chives are tough. Absolutely. Those rotten stinkers get in everywhere. But I'm glad we caught them when it was just the chives and nothing else was in there. But we've got everything in, and today was the first day I didn't water. Everything looked wet enough. So I figured with the rain coming, we'll give them a break so they don't drown. But, we're in that lull while we wait for the garden to grow up. Um, the butternut squash that I planted, which is a short vine, short maturity compared to others, I see new growth on them and they're looking a little better. Still looking a little peaked, but they're looking better. And of course, then I planted a bunch of seeds in there, so we'll see how they do. Holman's got a few strawberries here. That's awesome. I suppose raspberries are next, and peas. The lettuce I can pick every day now. That's cool. I planted a bunch of lettuce in towers, and I was late planting them. Usually I plant them a few weeks earlier, but they're coming up. They're coming through, and I'm excited because I've got some really short, or not short, small head varieties, like little gems or something they call them. Hey, Marty, good to see you. Love the land. Hope you're doing well. My hens are laying well in the main coop. Don't get many eggs from the bantams because they won't quit being broody. Oh my gosh, talking about broody. Broody Bessie was under the house for all that time, and she is the quirkiest, funniest little bird. She squawks at you, talks to you all day long. And she just hangs around and everything. Well, in the coop, there's another breast that's broody behind the door, behind a rake. It's hilarious. Well, tonight she charged me and she's like all puffed up coming at me. Whatever. Hey, Barb's Country Home, good to see you. Craig said the peas and beans are up. A lot of potatoes popping up. Awesome. Shawnee grows harvested peony flowers to make bouquets. A few poppies are blooming, patiently waiting for all the flowers. Good for you. Gwen said, my second bed of potatoes are about ready to harvest. Awesome. We did not plant potatoes this year. We really wanted to mix things up a lot. Juana says, I had one broody one and it's contagious. The two silkies caught it today. Awesome. Marty said she's doing well. Been harvesting and freezing asparagus and rhubarb. That's awesome. That's awesome. I harvested rhubarb today. And considering ours is not full sun, it's partial sun. And I'm leaving it there because it is on its own, does its own thing. And we get rhubarb and we get enough for what we would use. But love it. Asparagus. Our asparagus has not come up. We see one coming up, which is odd. It's late this year, and we had a lot of cloudy days, and there wasn't a lot of heat. We had about a week of like 70s, and then some in the 80s, but not, I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird. So kind of bummed. So we're going to be planting more because we want to make that whole bed asparagus, but kind of bummed because it did well last year. In fact, we didn't add any compost. Well, we added stuff to it, but I'm talking we didn't add a lot of stuff to it because the soil's down this far and we need to fill it back up, and we're going to do that. Craig said the onions are doing great. Awesome. Onions are another thing we didn't plant this year. We didn't plant this year because we ended up getting 40 pounds of onions from the Shriners that we preserved. So we decided we wanted to take a break from certain things so we could move things around and plant things in different spaces, do some experimenting and all that kind of thing. And I know I mentioned earlier, Lisa Colovi is not here tonight. Well, she stopped in, but she is out having a good time. So wanted to let you know that. I didn't plant onions either. Yeah, it's good to take a break from them. They just don't do great for me. I could spend the money on the what do you call it? Dixondale, and I haven't, and I don't know, not that big a deal. I did plant green onions in one of the tops of the towers. None of them have even come up yet. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to see how the peppers do this year. I'm excited to see how the eggplant does, the squashes. We've got shade cloth coming to go under the hail netting for the brassicas, for the cabbage, the broccoli, and the cauliflower and the Brussels sprouts, because we really think that having the shade cloth in the overflow garden really helped keep the soil cooler. And that and a couple other things are why they produced well. So we did order some more shade cloth. I'm waiting for it to come. Oh, that's awesome, Craig. Walla Wallas are neat. Gwen harvested my onions a couple weeks ago. They did great. That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait to harvest. I mean, I don't think we're going to beat our record for last year, and that's not the goal this year. It's really to try some different things and see how it goes. Because like eggplant, we're both not huge fans of eggplant, but we will make like eggplant parm. We do like that. Um, and so we wanted to try and grow a different variety. So it's like a smaller one. When I grew up, we always had those big, purple ones. I didn't want them. Or the Japanese eggplant. I wanted something a little different. I'm getting a lot of cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, and butternut squash. That's awesome, Barb. Hey, Natasha at the Budget Preppers. She's got squash, zucchini, Swiss chard, and cucumbers coming off now. That's awesome. That's great. We've got a lot of blossoms on the buttercup squash, which is similar to a patty pan. We have blossoms on the zucchini and yellow squash, which is really cool. And believe it or not, we have seedlings. Seedlings, and I say this seriously, seedlings we bought from the nursery, and they have cauliflower on them, which stinks because they're like the size of my pinky, and they're not going to get much bigger because the plant's growing. You can't rip it off. It's not going to produce another one. It's really rare that they produce a second one. I had one last year do it, which was kind of weird. Craig said his tomatoes and peppers just went in. Natasha's got blackberries. Oh, my favorite. Hey, Sarah Rising good to see you. Yeah, we got our peppers in the greenhouses. Oh, last week and a half, I'd say. Barb's got patty pan squash. She loves that. Gwen says, amazes me how I check for cucumber twice a day and somehow one was hiding and almost got to 2 pounds. It's awesome. So funny. Rise and Swine's got peppers and squash. Craig's got beets coming up. Awesome. Yeah, I know it's not the garden, but hey, Off Grid World, good to see you. Sarah's got tomatoes too. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to the meat chickens going. I do feel this way every year. So they will be 8 weeks, the midweek here. We lost two. We lost two within the week. So we're just probably going to butcher them all because I don't know why they passed. They're not massive at all. And I'm fine with that. We don't need massive birds for us. But I'm just really bummed because these were very, very lively, healthy looking birds. So I'm kind of bummed that we lost two. Like, fine one day, gone the next. Kind of bummed because we only got 30. Well, we ordered 30, we got 31. So I'm just kind of bummed. Um, Thank you, Sarah. Take care of yourself. It is an exhausting time between exams. Totally get that. Oh, let me go back. I missed some people here. Our garlic is ready, but it's been so wet we can't pull them yet, hoping they don't get damaged. Yeah, I don't blame you. Hopefully you get a stretch of dry days and you can pull them out. Hey, Annette at the Cow Emporium. Good to see you. Yes, already, Gwen, already. They will be 8 weeks. And usually we go 8 to 10, and the Dakota White should go a little longer. We're probably going to do them all at once and be done, just because we're not sure which breed is dying because they look very much alike. The green dots have worn off. At this point, we're just going to go with it. We're also down a lot of turkeys. That's a sore subject right now. Let me just get caught up. Hey, Alicia, Strange Reality, good to see you. Our meat chickens weighed less per bird this year compared to last year. Yep, that happens. That happens. We've had that happen a few times. One year they're big, one year they're not, one year, and you do the same thing. It's pretty wild. Planted progression cucumbers and have are coming on. That's awesome. He's got spinach. That's cool, Craig. Yeah, so turkeys, we started with 10, and remember, 4 of them we're raising for a friend. We're down to 7, 2 of which we've been monitoring. They are not doing well, but we've treated them. We've tried to treat wryneck with no success. We have another one with leg issues, and they're eating and drinking. They're eating and drinking. They don't seem to be in pain. They're acting like normal turkeys, just a little disabled. And so we're trying to figure things out, but I don't think we're going to be able to raise any turkeys this year. So we will probably pass on. Instead of having one turkey to raise, we're just going to probably pass them on to our friends and let them raise them. But very disappointing year with turkeys. I definitely would stick to heritage breeds in the future. Very, very much a disappointing loss because we bought less chickens for that reason. They were fine. They were perfectly fine for 2 weeks. And then they started dropping, which is not our experience. Usually we find they are very fragile up to 2 weeks. But oh, thank you. It's just it's annoying, right? Because you spend what, $14.99 at $15.99 a turkey. That's a lot of money. The pheasants, 23 of them, were down to 11. That's pretty normal. I read a lot about pheasants, and they say that it's pretty common. You can see the whole lot die, or you can have a few survive, or you can see half go. And the reality of it is that's about what we had the last time when we lost them. So, I mean, we've done everything we can. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you. I appreciate it. It's just it stinks because you're trying to raise your meat. Like, pheasants and turkeys are not something we raise every year. Chickens we do, so it's not a big deal. But you make a plan, you plan for loss, and then you lose more than you thought. We got 10 turkeys thinking, well, maybe we'll lose 3, 4, and we would have 2, and our friend would have 4. And it turns out all of the ones that were her breed survived and ours are dying. I'm like, what is going on? Because they're all being cared for the same. Let's see here. Is anyone growing a new to you plant this garden season? Shawnee asked. I am growing bush acorn squash. I am growing a variety of eggplant. I can't remember the name. And we are growing Macerata cauliflower, which is a green cauliflower. And we are growing butternut squash, like I mentioned earlier. I know the rest of you guys could chime in the chat. Taking care of animals for food is a whole other level. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard. It's always something too. First year, growing bread seed, poppies, lavender, and some new varieties of squash. Very cool. We grew, well, how are your poppies, lavender, doing so far? I planted lavender last year, didn't come back. Calendula, they say it reseeds itself, didn't come back. Wasn't even a bad winter. I don't know what is up with that crap. Been watching Man Called wanting hatching eggs. Hi, everyone. Hey, Holmans. I'm glad somebody called looking for hatching eggs. That's good. Yep, the unknown mystery of why will be frustrating, but we knew it was a possibility with the turkeys. We knew of the possibility with the pheasants, and we knew with the chickens. So it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, so I think that this week we will butcher all the chickens and just get it done, and they can be smaller than they normally are. Usually we tend to look at them all and see which ones are ready to go versus not. Like sometimes you get little ones that are like runts, so to speak, slower growing rate, and we wait and do that. I think we're just gonna butcher them and be done. Save on the feed. I've been doing things a little different with the feed, but I'll save that for a video, but it seems to be working. Poppies are drying. Lavender looks great, but no flowers yet. The squash plants are 6 inches tall. We planted them a few weeks ago. Cool. That's cool. I have peppers that have sun scald, which I mentioned in my video because I hardened off things piss poorly. I'm just going to say it. And it just amazes me because I didn't clarify in my video. I had those rainbow bell peppers that were this big that I bought. And what I was saying is that you buy these peppers from the greenhouse that are like this. Meanwhile, my peppers are like this. So it's like, that's what I meant about not having hope for those rainbow bell peppers. It's true, Holman's Home said it was piss poor. I just started hardening them off. It got cold. I missed 2 days, and then I just forgot and left them out, and I just said survive or not. But a friend of mine gave me a few tomatoes because we're not really growing large amounts of tomatoes. But the eggplant are tiny. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping the squash is the winner. Some butternut and some acorn squash would really make me happy, especially since the asparagus didn't come up. Yep, it's going to be a busy week ahead, Annette. Hopefully get these pheasants outside. We have decided We have decided we are not putting peepers on the pheasants this year. There's only 11. It's a huge space. We had 12 in there before, and we're going to see how it goes. So there may be more devastation down there, but we think there's enough room. We'll see how it goes. The sun scald is on my orange sweeties, and they look like heck. And I'm just leaving them in there to see if they come back. If they don't come back, I'll just pull them. But they're not dead yet, if that makes sense. They just look like heck, but they're not dead. So I'm kind of just leaving them. I also had sun scald on my transplanted pepper plants. I even had 2 plant leaves turn deep dark purple. New growth is green, though. Been so windy, the plants have been beat up. Oh, yeah. Wind is the worst, Annette. You know that. Gwen's got rain in the forecast nearly every day for the next 15 days. Oh, my word. Could we just level it out so everybody gets enough rain? You do need a 5-acre tent. Holman's, you guys have been getting a lot of rain too? Even my transplants that have been out for weeks, took a week to start some new growth. Yeah. Usually I'm seeing new growth on the plants pretty quickly, and don't get me wrong, we're seeing blossoms and stuff on the squash, but storms every evening. Oh my gosh. I hope the rain settles down for you. I remember, and I posted this on Instagram the other day, my little breezeway garden from North Carolina. Excuse me. And I had, the usual stuff, buckets and everything with drain holes and everything. The 2 years that I planted on that breezeway, we had flooding rain in North Carolina, and like the potatoes and the onions swam. I had to just drop it. It was crazy. Another line coming through later tonight. Jeez. Annette said, they've been living outside before they were planted. Oh, I gotcha. Gwen says, yeah, at this point, I don't know when we'll be able to cut and bale hay. Ugh. Shawnee just planted squash a week ago. Yeah, ours was about a week and a half. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry to hear you guys are dealing with fires. Jeez. I'm telling you, it's feast or famine. Insanity. Insanity. Yeah, we are. Well, we're hopeful. We're hopeful. Last year we grew 371 pounds of food. This year it will not be that amount, I don't think at all. But that's okay. Like I said, something different. It's really nice to go to the freezer and pull out those blanched vegetables from last year. And Ryan made this killer squash casserole. It was awesome. No kidding, Sarah. No kidding. It's crazy out there. I hope you guys are safe and doing well, because it's crazy. Oh, so sad. I tell you, Shawnee Grows, we started weighing, and I'm so glad I did, because it's been fun. I weighed our rhubarb today. I do have the mushrooms that we harvested. Yeah, we weigh everything just to get an idea of how much food we're generating. The meat is different. We do weigh it when we do videos, but we know we like to record it and have it every year and stuff. So it's pretty easy. I just bring it in and I weigh it up and write it down, and then I total it at the end of the year. Glenn asked if I wanted to weigh our harvest, and I said maybe our personal stuff, but the market garden stuff is too much. Absolutely. What you could do is you could weigh one box and get an overall minus the box weight. I mean, I know you make several boxes, but at least it would give you an idea of what you're producing. Hey, Andale, totally get you listening in the bushes. I need that squash casserole recipe. We're overrun with squash. We'll send to you. I have two, the one that he has and the one that I usually make, but I will let you know. What I liked about it was this one, you made it in a cast iron pan and then put it in the oven. That's what I really liked about it. So that's Ryan's recipe, is the one in the cast iron pan. Mine is a little different, but I love it. And Andale, you could blanch and freeze. Blanch for a minute slices of the yellow squash and zucchini for 1 minute. Lay it on parchment paper, flash freeze it, then vac seal it and put it in your freezer. And literally all year long you can have squash casserole, because all you do, it's already cooked. You pull it out, you defrost it, pat it dry, and then prepare your squash casserole. Super easy, super delicious, and a taste of summer. Like us when it's snowing outside, a taste of summer. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I will have to, and I'll send that to you on Instagram so I don't wake you up later. I also freeze it. I grate it and freeze it for zucchini bread. Today I took out the rhubarb from the freezer from last year because I always forget about it. And I forgot about it until I harvested today's rhubarb. And took it out and made Ryan's big tray of rhubarb dream bars that he loves, and they're delicious. I think zucchini is in the chicken tortilla soup I like. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds fun. Yeah, we take zucchini, we cut it in like wedges for like fries, and then we bread them, dip them in egg and bread crumbs, and then air fry them. So good. Those we did not blanch and freeze, but you can. Ever made rhubarb syrup or rhubarb barbecue sauce? Never made the syrup. Definitely made the barbecue sauce. Just made 8 pints of it because a friend gave me a lot of her rhubarb. So we have about 8 pints of that. I got a hair on my face. I love the sweet and savory rhubarb barbecue sauce from Gubba. Oh, I always get the name wrong. Hold on. Sweet and savory rhubarb from Gubba Homestead. I really like that recipe. I'm actually not that much of a fan of rhubarb, but I do like it in the barbecue sauce. So there, I like that. That comes out good. So if it was up to me, all my rhubarb would go to the rhubarb barbecue sauce. But my husband loves the dream bars because his grandma used to make them for him. So someone came across the recipe and it was the same one, and he loves it. So I made him a dish of that today, and he loves it. So that's pretty cool. But we've got parsley growing pretty well, which usually does not, I don't know why, but has never been great here. But I've got it growing pretty well. Oregano looks pretty well. Thyme is small. Thyme takes forever to grow. trying to think what else. The elderberry looks dead, so I think we're going to pull that this year. Which is good because I want to put plums over there. I'm trying to find native plum varieties for over there. The currant, if it doesn't produce this year, I'm probably going to take that out and part with that as well because I really would like to fill up with these native plum bushes that they say work really well because they're native to the area. Hey, the Wildings Landing, good to see you. Annette said when I was little, I would be in the garden with my grandma and I would just eat rhubarb raw, dipped in sugar while she picked peas for us to shell. Oh, that's cool. Shawnee Groves said parsley is amazing. I never can grow enough. I need to establish a big old patch. Yeah, no kidding. Me too. I wish I could grow a lot. Hey, Uncle Al, good to see you. You're getting eggplant. That's awesome. Hey, River Rat, good to see you, Red. Gwen says I cut my elderberries almost to the ground about once every 2 years. Yeah, I've done that before, not knowing. Whoopsie. I don't get fruit though because it's only one plant, so it's dead, it's going. You're finished with the nectarines? Oh, I love nectarines. They're so good. Oh, peaches are so good too. I love peaches. Love peaches. That's awesome. Some people make oregano oil, infused oil, and it's good for a lot of things too. What are you guys most excited about to harvest this year? Annette would probably say her soybean she wants to grow. I have a few varieties of thyme this year. They are piddly to deal with and some are flowering already. Yeah, like I've never had mine flower, but they are just tiny. She said yes. And your sesame seeds. Uncle Al has lots of basil. Looking forward to making pesto. We have a lot of basil too. And Dale makes oregano infused oil and salve. Very cool. Can my answer be a colorful basket of homegrown produce? Absolutely, it can. River Rat said he had to start new seeds for his cucumbers and green beans. Cool. I saw this thing that talked about using grass clippings underneath cucumbers as mulch. And they said it's really beneficial for cucumbers, helps them prevent getting diseases and also boost them with some nutrients. So I took some grass and I put it around my cucumbers. Not a lot. Very thin layer, they said. I didn't even cover the whole tote. I put in one dill plant last year and they are everywhere, River Ed said. Horseradish and dill. Horseradish will grow anywhere. Anywhere. You will never get rid of it. I should have never put it in the asparagus bed because it took over, even though we moved it. We are not planting any dill this year because every year I plant a few plants and they reseed. And I have dill for life. I have freeze-dried dill for life at this point. For life. What I want is parsley and oregano. The sesame aren't getting any bigger yet. Oh, I hope they do, Annette. I hope they do. Shawnee says, I planted sword beans called Jack and the Beanstalk, but I don't plan on eating them just for looks and the save seed. Cool. Uncle Al said pine nuts drive him nuts. I'm not a fan of pesto, believe it or not. I'm not. I planted Malibor spinach last year. Only one plant survived, went to seed. They are everywhere. I pulled a whole bunch out yesterday. That's awesome. Shawnee says I planted fava beans and cowpeas. Those will be exciting to work with. Yes. The Wildings Landings, they're in Florida, I believe. Or I may have screwed that up. Or Tennessee. I screwed up. Harvests are about over. The heat here prevents growing much in the summer. We will be planting corn soon. Just got done harvesting cucumbers and tomatoes and starting loofah next week. That's awesome. Oregano and parsley is growing wild. What did you do to get your parsley to grow wild aside from your climate, Uncle Al? Random tomato plants everywhere. Okay, I got it right. The Wildings Landing is in Florida. That's what I thought. The ground cherries are fun to show people. I'm new to growing eggplant. Going to be really experimenting in the kitchen this year. Yep. Fava beans take about 85 days to harvest. Oof. Let me see here. We have bush cucumbers, macerata, cauliflower, snowball cauliflower, few different varieties of cabbage. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. That's Nancy with Our Treasured Home, but I guess she has another channel. I didn't know about that. Cooking Dairy Free and Alpha Gal with Nancy. Good to see you. Let's see what else. What else? We ended up buying the Brussels sprout starts from the same greenhouse as last year because those Brussels sprouts did well. Marty said we planted noodle beans and rattlesnake beans. Oh, how cool. I wish I could grow those. That's so cool. You getting a lot of rain up there, Marty? I tell you. Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Good to see you. Nancy said it's brand new. Very cool. Have a great night, Rebecca, Suburban Hillbilly. Good to see you. Have a great weekend. River Rat said dug up a bunch of strawberry plants and gave them to family and friends. Nice. Awesome. I'm hopeful for cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower. Um, you know, just hoping for good harvests. That's all I want. So much rain, cold and windy, longest spring ever. Oh, I'm sorry, Marty. So maddening. So maddening. I thought you guys were getting a lot of rain up there. The cold and wind doesn't make it any better. Trying to think what else. Basically, our biggest thing is also the peppers are in the greenhouses and the eggplants, so we'll see how they do. Spoil milk and water for the parsley? I'm curious. Like take spoiled milk and put it in water and then pour it on the parsley? I just harvested my 4th harvest of cinnamon romaine lettuce for dinner tonight. I'm loving it. My tomato plant has blooms on it. Good for you, Nancy. Nancy, does that cinnamon romaine lettuce, like, does it have a flavor to it like cinnamon, or is it just called that because of color, or I'm curious. It's interesting. I got some little gems, and they're supposed to be little heads of romaine lettuce, so to speak. And then I've got some other little head lettuce. We'll see how it goes. Microbiology for the soil. Gotcha. Thanks, Uncle Al. I will definitely try that. See how it goes. Little gems are so good. Oh, awesome. Good to know. Good to know. Hopefully a bunch come up. I'm going to look in another week. If I don't see stuff coming up, I'm going to start replanting. Or I may do it this weekend because it's been long enough. They should have been up by now. Well, I think it's like been 3 weeks since I planted them. It tastes like lettuce, and the aftertaste you can tell something different, but I think it is because of the color. Fascinating. Fascinating. Good to know. I laugh. I go and I water my and we fertilized and watered the overflow garden, and the thistle loves it. The thistle is bigger than the plants. But it'll be nice once the plants get taller, because we plant so tight, is that they will shade out the dirt, and it'll keep the soil moisture, and it will also keep the weeds down. So for the next month, we'll be battling the thistle until we get the plant coverage, and then it won't be as bad. It's a weird gardening year. I bet for you, Marty. I bet. My son got 5 white Brahmas from a friend, and the landlord said they couldn't have them, and 3 are roosters. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Oh, no worries, Heather. No worries at all. I'm glad you went to dinner. That seemed nice. I'm probably going to get going here in a minute or so. Raspberries soon. How fun. Yeah, we have to prune our raspberries this year. We have not been good about it. So I need to get on it. But we won't have them for another couple months because we're so behind. So what are you guys up to this weekend? We don't have any plans. But like I said, we will be butchering the chickens. Our goal is to get the pheasants outside. They usually need to go 6 weeks before they go outside. The turkeys, we like to wait 6 weeks as well. So I'll be thankful when everybody's out of the garage. However, not near as bad as the meat chickens in the garage. I will tell you that. Turkeys and pheasants are a lot less stinky. Maybe taking a road trip to pick up a truck and an old army Jeep. Oh, that sounds good, Gwen. Thanks, Red. We are hopeful to get some rain. So we'll see how that goes. They're saying we're supposed to have hail and pop-up storms. Holman's Homestead said Carolyn's brother and his wife baby shower tomorrow. Have fun. That sounds fun. About 6 acres said I broke our little mower, so hoping to fix it. It was a mistake. Oh, it happens. It happens. We also, and I don't know if Gwen remembers, because I remember her asking on a video one time, do you guys remember the playhouse in the back part of our property? And many people asked about it. They're like, what is that building back there? And It was a playhouse, and Ryan bought it because he wanted to use the boards on it, the beams, as posts for fencing because it was cheaper to buy that than it was. Turns out it was not a good idea. And we weren't going to do that fencing anyway. So lo and behold, that is supposed to be leaving here at some point, and we are hopeful. Truck is a friend's dad's that passed away, and we get the Jeep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that they passed. The Wildings Landing, taking my dad to lunch tomorrow. He'll be with his daughters, all of his grandchildren, and his great grandchildren. How awesome is that? Thank you, Juana. I will be safe. Nancy said her snow peas have blooms on it. That's cool. Anne says I have the local farmers market show and then right after a festival in our town. So 2 boots in 1 day. Pray for me. You got this, Andale. Hey, Alfonso. Good to see you. Congratulations, Heather. Had a baby cow the other day. Oh, River Rat, have a great time at your grandson's first birthday. Oh. Sarah said this weekend we're going out to take photos of the 500-acre sunflower fields. How cool. Eastern South Dakota has beautiful sunflower fields, and they're on the sides of the highway. They're absolutely gorgeous. That'll be so much fun, Sarah. Oh, little Dexter, and it's a girl. I'm so excited, from my favorite cow. Name her Blackberry. Congratulations. Alfonso, it's a huge playhouse, and we have it, but it's spoken for. It's like not 10 by 10, but it's big. It's really big. So, yeah, but it's spoken for. It's actually going back to the original owner. So, oh, the Wildings Landing. You didn't have to do that. That's so sweet. Thank you so very much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. But yeah, it's a big, big monster of a thing. I don't know if I have a picture here. I know I had one I sent earlier to somebody, friend of mine, telling them I was glad it was leaving. It's huge. I can't find it right now, but yeah, it's big. It's basically made out of all these railroad ties, and they were soaked in creosote. That was why we were going to make fence posts out of it. So, but Blackberry is a cute name. I love it. Well, thank you again, the Wildings Landing. I really, really do appreciate your kindness. That was very sweet. And thank you guys, all of you, for being here tonight. Really appreciate you guys. Nice laid back chat as always. And you guys are the bomb. You show up, you do all this stuff, and it's just so fun to have you all here. So I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed weekend, and love to you all. So thanks again for being here. Have a great weekend and have fun. Take care.